One of the most bullish monthly candle close for XRP just came in, and that's after a year of consolidation. We came through this level of resistance till that top, which is extremely positive. And this is happening while Bitcoin shows you a doji, while Ether shows you a corrective candle, while the entire altcoin market shows you a doji with a long wick to the downside. Now you need to understand the area of importance. Here this is happening within a bull flag, which means the price went up and it's still at that upside where it's creating this doji. Ether went up, it's consolidating in that range, most likely forming this kind of a structure. Yes, all of them are looking bullish for the end of this year, and it should be a massive year. Some of these other alts are showing you the fact that they came up, corrected back down, now has a long doji. The same candle happening at the top, and after correction gives you different results. We've seen similar candles and we know what the outcome is. Combine this with the data which you get from the market. Combine it with the shift in the market. So if this is to happen, then yeah, most likely that's going to give us more advantage, because Fed just pausing slowed down crypto and put it down. So if they start cutting, that is going to be a great one, and that's in September. We have another month of run. So August, the market digesting this. Yeah, this is not a fundamental news, but this has been working throughout for a long period of time. So I won't say it's different. Rather, I would say the odds are higher. Short-term corrections should be your best opportunity. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. We've been going through this, giving you guys the best ideas. We showed you there's a negative divergence, so the monthly close should be going lower. We talked about it for at least 3-4 days, and you already knew this was what we were looking for. Now that the fundamental news, the narrative, that side of the market is coming in positive, the month of August can be that turning point. But at this part of the market cycle, surprises comes in every now and then. So we tried this level once, we got rejected. We retried this and we're getting rejected. This is what the market shows you right now on a daily. But I would like to take you guys into a 3-day, into a weekly, and a monthly, because the 3-day shows you this was that range of supply which we had hard time going through. But then what happened? We put in a new high, the price went through that supply range and then closed here, which is a great signal. So 3 days showing you this bullish move is still in play and you're going up. So already you had a short-term breakout. We talked about this breakout enormously, but yeah, for sure we wanted to see a retest and a bounce off, because that's the healthy market. Fine. Now we step back on a weekly for XRP. Here on a weekly, what you are watching right now is a breakout. Clear. If you don't want to look through noise, traditional market, if you are that kind of a player, this is a breakout. There's no doubt on it. But what's the trouble here? XRP in itself is in crypto market, and XRP in itself has a lot of hype on one side and the price predictions on the other side. And then, the whales, financial institutions who would like to take benefit of those things. So the level of manipulation which you will see in this asset cannot be underestimated. You'll actually see these long wicks in this asset. So you have one range of standard deviation here, the micro, which kind of gives you some certainty like, okay, if that's breaking through, then the odds are you may break this. But last couple of times, one in July 2023 and then in March 2024, we tested these trend line support. This time around, that trend line support is going to be 0.67. So if you see XRP above 0.68, that's a good signal. That shows you it's now going for a macro run where your measured move. Yeah, I'm not talking about a 100x. I'm talking about the first leg up, which shows you a 120% move from that level. I'm taking the wick high, so I'm using the standard deviation. So if I plot that 120%, I'm kind of reaching $1.5. That's an optimum range to look for because that's kind of 2021 candle close high. And that is where the retail FOMO will kick in. So if you are already in this asset while it's choppy, you get to reap the benefit of first run up, then the new retail come in this market and push that FOMO to the next level. You get to benefit that. Fine. Now, if that's what the weekly is showing you, now you ask the question, okay, this standard deviation, when you zoom out on a weekly, shows you something else. That's a macro move. Now you're watching the whole picture here. You're like, that level looks very consistent. So the first 100% move here, if that's your measured move there, then your wick high, if you have to take the standard deviation, you're talking about the price going up possibly at 10x and conservatively around a 6x from this breakout. What would that be in price terms? So if you are to plot a 600% move, again on the conservative side of things, that takes you close to $5. So that is going to be one of the primary area where we may slow down. Because remember, always the price goes in wave structure. The final blow off, it does happen for sure, but the length of such is going to be arguable. Otherwise, you will see the 1, the 2, the 3, at least clearly in the entire wave 2 scenario. So you go in and you argue this is going to be the wave 2. Fine. If that's your perspective, then you're talking about something like this happening. So this level of correction in XRP should give you an edge. You can take profits all the way up, scale out, because no one knows where the exact top is going to be. But the indicators are going to give you a giant edge. Now let's jump back into the Bitcoin chart. Because if you understand Bitcoin, you kind of get the entire market picture, right? So here we still at this resistance, we still have that hanging man candle, and the idea which I conveyed to you guys about the evening star, it's now playing out. If you already saw the last 2 or 3 videos, you already got the idea of what that means and where that can lead the price action to. But what I would like to tell you is, yes, short term, all of those matters. But when you are on a macro and you are looking at this trend line, what do you now see? It's just one line. There is no difference. So let me give you the example. I've been saying this for a long time and it worked, right? So if this is your mean and you're going that way, price will swing in both direction, right? So you need to use this move to benefit while it returns to the upside. So now, are we bottoming here to use this move? That's the timing part of things. So if you get a higher low, close to 58, close to 56, wherever, yeah, now we're watching the bottom pattern before it actually goes back up. Now it can also be at 60, it can also be at 56. The current structure of evening star shows you it can be 56 to 58. Because it's not just a weekly hanging man, but it's also a weekly evening star. So not one candle reversal, a 3 candle reversal structure. But as you can see here, this candle formation is kind of playing out in ether, not 3 candle structure, a 2 candle structure right now on a monthly. So the altcoins are starting to give you the idea something is evolving. So how can you confirm that? You'll have to completely jump in to the Bitcoin dominant side of things. And once you reach the Bitcoin dominance, now you're asking the question, okay, where are we? We are at that resistance. We are at the verge of a breakout. But what do the candlestick pattern shows you? There has been a resistance range. You had massive supply above that. However, July broke that one. Fine. Now we start zooming in. Okay, you get the understanding that it is actually going for that final blow off, which we wanted to see. Remember, we didn't change our narrative. We are talking about the same thing. As I just showed you one, while I opened this chart, you already saw this. This was the argument. We go up, wake out, and then come back down. That is the only way the whales would trap the retail easily. Because then whales don't have to do too much of work. The retail themselves will do that. So in here, the first question you need to ask is, are we invalidating the pattern, the structure which we were making? Which looks somewhat something like this. This is one of its kinds. Now, to get certainty, you can actually go in to a line chart and you see, okay, it's almost like we are in the same structure with the same movement. While the price is going up in a bearish structure, the RSI is going down on a weekly. It's not a short-term structure. So you want to see how that breaks down into, say, a short-term structure. So you zoom out and you go on the structure. You're like, okay, we're going up, 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 up. Here we're not putting in a new wick high. And when you zoom in a bit, you kind of get to see that particular candle close shows you it's bearish. Last time this happened here, it continued further to the support, which would mean the dominance should come somewhat close to 54.5. Now, we would like to see that break to the downside. We've been waiting for some time, but have patience. If you're watching the structure entirely, you already understand the fact that this is what you're watching. The trend is like this, and you would like to see that break to the downside. That is where the altcoins will go crazy. The entire market should only go crazy while you see the ether follow through as a continuation pattern, which is coming. Yes, it is delayed, 100%. It's at least delayed for 3 months. As we can see, last 2 months, it's been clear it's in a continuation signal. 1 candle, which is big, and 2 candles, smaller, trying to reach back the same candle continuation pattern. If you have a doubt, look at the opposite side here. 1 candle to the downside, 2 candle testing back, and it's slow. Boom. You go back in the direction of that 1 candle. So here, if that's the case, you're talking about 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 ether, which obviously would mean the altcoins are running crazy. And if it's this way around, while ether is negative, XRP is positive, boom, XRP goes through roof. There will be enormous volume coming back in. You will have to look for that. You cannot deny the fact that if new money is coming in and it's increasingly coming in, then at that point, we are not putting the argument of we're going down. Rather, we would say we follow the market. So guys, if you would like to receive each and every post on that trend, just like this for all the assets, the market, the update, everything, including the stock market and all, join the Scientific Investor family here. Join the 1,200 plus members and use this for your advantage. If some say it's about to go up, we've been saying it's going to go down till this point. for few days to few weeks. And right now it's playing out and people are going through Ask for TA session where I'm dropping all of these posts for you to know what that individual asset is looking like. Is it about to go down just like this, or is it showing a positive structure? Because if it is showing you positive structure, what does that mean? That means, yeah, the drop will be there. It will follow Bitcoin for the drop, but that may not break the support, and the bounce, the micro bounce in Bitcoin should give this a new push with a local highs. So understand all of those in different assets. Keep your eyes focused on the market. Stay with the Scientific Investor family. Grow your knowledge level in the market and thrive. So if you haven't smashed that like button yet, smash that for me. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.